Everyone, join me in my reporting today. So I would like to request everyone to please lend your ears in our discussion for today. But before anything else, I have an introductory game. And this game is called 4 P's 1 Word. I know everyone has the idea or knows how to play this game, right?
Yes.
So, this is the first set of pictures. Can anyone identify what does this picture signifies for? So this is so for you to have the clue, this is the jumbled letters. So anyone can answer.
Receiving.
That's right, it's receiving. The next is, ang format sa exam ko ay hindi updated ang PowerPoint ni siya dili na. Naguba akong ko ay. Okay ba? Then the next picture is
Responding.
that's right, it's responding. The next picture is
Valuing.
that's right, it's valuing.
Organization.
Yes, it's organization. And last set of picture.
Characterization.
Characterization. So those words, set of words have something to do with our topic today. Since the past reporter and from the game itself, since the past reporter already discussed the two of the three domains of the learning objective, which are the psychomotor and the cognitive domain. So today I will be discussing the domain 3, which is the affective domain. Which is the affective domain. So I have here a video and I want everyone to watch and listen.
What is Bloom's taxonomy affective domain? Bloom's taxonomy, a classification of behavior and learning developed by Benjamin Bloom and others, organized into 3 domains of learning: cognitive or intellectual, affective or emotional attitudinal, and psychomotor or physical motor. Affective domain. The affective domain involves our feelings, emotions, and attitudes. The 5 categories under affective domain are: this domain is characterized into 5 subdomains, which include characterization of value set, organization, valuing, responding, receiving. The 5 categories under affective domain are: number 1, receiving phenomena, the awareness of feelings and emotions as well as the ability to utilize selected attention. Example, listening attentively to a friend. Number 2, responding to phenomena, active participation of the learner. Example, participation in group discussion. Number 3, valuing, the ability to see the worth of something and express it. Example, An activist shares his ideas on the increase in salary of laborers. Number 4. Organization. Ability to prioritize a value over another and create a unique value system. Example, a teenager spent more time in her studies than with her boyfriend. Number 5. Characterization. The ability to internalize values and let them control the person's behavior. Example, a man marries a woman not for her looks but for what she is. Can you memorize what is Bloom's taxonomy affective domain?
So I hope that from that video it gives you an overview. It gives you an overview or idea about our topic for today, which is the affective domain. We all know that the aim of education is not only to develop the intellectual skills of an individual, but also the overall development of a person, including the intellectual, social, emotional, physical, and moral. So it is very important or crucial that the teachers should plan their lesson in order to fulfill those focus. According to the Bloom's taxonomy, that whenever we learn something, it is not only our mind, but also our feelings and emotions are testified. So today I will be discussing to all of you in detail the affective domain. So let's start first to what is or define what is affective domain. Affective domain is one of the 3 domains in Bloom's taxonomy that involves feelings, emotions, and attitudes. It includes the ways in which people deal with external and internal phenomena emotionally, such as values, enthusiasms, and motivations. So, meaning the affective domain is a learning domain concerning our emotions, one's attitudes, values, for motivation in learning that is related to the development of appreciation and adjustment of the student by bringing a change in their interests, values, and behavior. Our feelings and emotions are also attached to what is being taught to us. The point here is no matter how intelligent you are, if you are not willing, i-ask mo na mo yung pagka-bright, if you are not willing to learn something, to show if you have no interest if you have an unwillingness to learn, then there is no learning. Then the true essence of learning does not penetrate your inner self. So by that, there is no education on that regard. So it is important that all aspect of a person or a student must be part in our learning or develop. Another definition is guba. Ang guba as akong affective domain refers to the tracking of grief in feelings or emotional areas throughout the learning experiences. The affective domain is categorized into 5 levels. And we must remember and this includes receiving, responding, valuing, organization, and characterization. Like, parehas sa cognitive domain, like the cognitive domain, the levels of the affective domains are form a hierarchical structure and arrange from simple to complex feelings or levels, where one is more involved, committed, and self-reliant. So I will be giving you a tip to easily familiarize the 5 levels of affective domain using the acronym RIRISBO. Did you name ako? RIRISBO. RI stands for receiving. RES stands for responding. V stands for valuing. O stands for organization. And C stands for characterization. The first level of affective domain is receiving. Receiving. One is expected to be aware of or to passively attend to certain stimuli or phenomena. Simply listening and being attentive are expected. So, receiving is the lowest level of affective domain. At this level, the learners receive the information. They become aware of the knowledge being imparted to them and willing to pay attention of what is being taught to them, where the students are respectively listen to others and try to understand the topic. Even though that receiving is the less complex level of affective domain, but remember, learning cannot take place without this level. Why? Because willingness and attention is required to learn something. We can't learn anything if from the start we are not willing to learn or we have no interest of knowing that phenomena. So in this level, the students are passive learners. For example, I will give you an example. During the normal course of a lecture that is being covered, for example, a new lesson for an instance, it is a very common practice that the participant is allowed to introduce in the class. So at this level, the student will be aware of the newly introduced participants. Paila-ila, igura mo rin naminaw nila, so nakaiba mo sa katong di paila-ila. Then pay mo attention. Kung may pay attention, di mo maminaw. Then ang kaning receiving ma-apply nito sa learning activities. And under this level, these are the learning activities examples. Attend focus group, watch videos, and listen as audience to a presentation. As follows are the action words describing learning outcomes. Attend, be aware, control. Hear, listen, look, notice, and share. The second level of the affective domain is responding. Responding. One is required to comply with a given expectation by attending or reacting to certain stimuli. One is expected to obey, participate, or respond willingly when asked or directed to do something. Here, the learners have to do a little more than listening and paying attention. At this level, learners take active participation. So, sa kuna is listening and paying attention. Diri is naanay active participation sa students and engage to transfer knowledge which is being taught to them. So here they are only passive listeners, rather they are active participants in the class, which means they do not only pay attention toward the lesson, but they also willingly respond and show interest toward it. So we can say that the behavior is changing and learning is taking place. For example, you decide on running a group discussion. So kamo mga klase, nag-decide mo nga mag-group study. Then, of course, the student at this level is willing to take part or contribute to that group discussion and possibly give a presentation. So everyone, kaya nagsabot na mo nga mag-group discussion mo, so everyone are expected to give their contribution, kanang brainstorm, kanang contribute their ideas and go on about the specific topic nga inyong tunan. Example of learning activities for this are brainstorm ideas, present in front of the audience, and role play. And these are the action words to be used for the affective domain under the receiving phenomena as are follows: upload, comply, discuss, follow, obey, participate, play, practice, and volunteer. The third level is valuing. Display behavior consistent with a single belief or attitude in situations where one is neither forced or asked to comply. One is expected to demonstrate a preference or display a high degree of certainty and conviction. Valuing means to appreciate or cherish something. So when the learners start accepting the idea which they have received and respond. So, katong ilang na-receive na information, then ilang na-respond, once ilang itong i-accept, then, so they are even see the worth of something. Ilang mag-accept, ilang kay makatabang nila kung ano yung kanihang pikuan, makatabang nila, so I have to accept this, ako na ikuan sa akong kabilingon. So, dila anay kuan. So, you starting to give value of what you have acquired. And express it, then it motivates them to continue. It means how much value they attach to a particular information, object, behavior, or the topic taught to them. And demonstrate commitment to the values that affecting the person emotionally. They start following these values in their daily life based on their belief and interest that becomes part of their value system. For example, a teacher by teaching a lesson in the class teach a student that they should always tell the truth, be kind to others, abide the laws or rules. So, kuan, dito daw sa teachers to be kuan, so to be kind to others, kaya imo mag-value to siya nga katong mga person. And in order, for example, a debate, self-report, opinion, and writing piece are some examples of learning activities for the valuing level of affective domain. And in order for us to use the valuing phenomena in creating are learning objectives, here are the action words suggested. Gubash. Una is act, then argue, convince, debate, display, express, help, organize, and prefer. Then the next level of affective domain is organization. Organization is commitment to set of values. This level involves forming a reason why one values certain things and not others, and making appropriate choices between things that are and are not valued. At this level, learners start organizing and rearranging values. They prioritize and give emphasis, and they are committed to these values. Furthermore, the learners are even to decide what is most important and less important for them, and accordingly, they organize these values. So, dili nag-start na ang timbang-timbang sa values. Kung asa ang kuan more important ug dili. So, kung gusto ito more important, mo ito i-prioritize. So, give emphasis of prioritization. For example, spending more time studying than playing sports. Spending more time than studying than spending more time with your boyfriends or girlfriends. So, kas may important din yung ang mag-spiller or yung uyab?
Yeah.
Depende na ninyo kung gusto ko ninyo organize. So, it's up to you on how you organize those values. Kaya hindi pa man ang most kuan nga level sa affective domain. Then, recognizing the needs of balance o between work and family. Asa yun, labi naman, trabaho na ta, busy na ta, wala tayong time sa pamilya. So, asa yun ako, dapat balance na siya. So, namin, labi, pamilya ko sa'yo, na kung hindi siya pwede nga, na mapuna, na yung prioritize, na yung ko ng between sa work ko ng family. Dapat balance nila. Then, the learning activities for this are analyze and contrasting. Kaya ito, di ba? Ganang contrasting ang learning activities. Kaya ito nag-start mo kanang timbang-timbang basta ang less priority as ang most priority nyo ang kukain. So, contrast using charts, Venn diagram, and concept map. As follows are the action verbs describing the learning outcomes or objectives of this level. Construct, balance, compare, decide, define, formulate, select, synthesize, and theorize. The highest level of the affective domain is characterization. Tagpo jud ni sa akong kuan. Watch the kuan for ba. So the next level, the highest level is characterization. Diba? Okay na. Characterization, all behavior displayed is consistent with one's value system. Values are integrated into a pervasive philosophy that never allows expressions that are out of character with those values. Evaluation at this level involves the extent to which one has developed a consistent philosophy of life. Examples is exhibit respect for the worth and dignity of human beings in all situations. As what I said, the characterization is the highest level of the affective domain. At this level, learners are able to integrate beliefs, thoughts, and attitudes, So the values become part of their character. So dito ana sa valuing is nag-iguras din ang value mo sa iyo prioritize. At dito sa characterization, imo na siya i-part of yourself, part of your character that will control the outcome and your behavior. So we can say that the learners are actually progressed to a level that he or she internalized. So because characterization is also called or also referred to internalization. So even once you internalize, so it will be part of yourself. So the concept and actually letting it change or his or her behavior. For example, the learners display consistently thorough commitment towards the ethical practice of the value system. Another example uses an objective approach in problem solving. So instead of subjective, but here in characterization, you apply the objective approach in solving a conflict or problem. Or you value people, what they are, not what they look. So dili i-joke i-value. For example, sa pagbatag sa past o sa another kanang lower level, dito i-value na sa person kay dato si siya, na kay maka-benefit kaniya, pride si siya, yung barkada kaniya, kay maka-ngana, na kay benepisyo makuha niya. But here in characterization, you don't, you kanang, duwa ka kanang nangita, kung sa imong ikabit na benefit nimo, wakanita na sa unsa ang itsura sa kataw, unsa ang style sa kataw, but sa iyang character, sa iyang behavior, o sa iyang kaugalingon. So example ni example na learning activities is critical reflection. Group projects are examples of learning activities for this level. And in order for us to use the characterization phenomena in creating our learning objectives, these are the action words or verbs. Action verbs, action verbs. Describing the learning objectives. Mama gusto mo dyan. Action verbs. Describing ko na ako. Verbs in that's action word. Avoid, exhibit, manage, resist, revise, display, internalize, require, and resolve. So we must remember that at the receiving level, you are accepting knowledge. At the second level, you are being responsive. At the third, responsive to the knowledge being imparted. Then the next level, you are valuing it. So inyong i-value ang knowledge na inyong acquired. Then at the fourth level, you are organizing this knowledge being imparted in your mind. And the characterization level, you are letting it become part of yourself or part of your character. Thank you. Any questions? Oh, Lord. Question. Hindi po na po. May question? What? Question ba? Mas mawin na subtime. Tagin na lang na. Oy, any question? Wala na may question? Nakasabot mo? Did you understand our topic? What? Why not sure ba?
Okay kayo.
Okay, end of discussion. I'm not sure.